Hello, fellow Bazaarians. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing Jewels again for the last time of the Jewels week. So let's jump right on into it. Alrighty, so like I said, after this video, I'm going to be switching it up and playing other characters again. I will start the rotation back wherever we were before Jewels came out. But we'll have to see where that's at. I'm going to grab a haste item here. There's only a couple. I think I'm okay with pasta maker. I would have preferred the microwave for sure, though. Haste adjacent food for 2 seconds. Let's go JJ over Finn's Big Bite here. Each adjacent food. Heated burn 20% of this item's shield. Can't really scale the shield on that, though.
Do you have to leave already?
Ugh, man, I guess. It's pretty bad, though.
Yeah, if that doesn't work out for you, come back for a refund.
I'll hold on to that as well. I am a little spooked by this one. I'm a little spooked. Just a little bit spooked. Been getting a little bit blindsided on this character, honestly. I think after that durian run I had yesterday, I played a couple off stream or off recording, and I just was like struggling to want to play anything but durian because it was so good. And I've been really struggling to then put together a new board. Like, not durian. It's not the worst thing on earth, but it's pretty bad, this whole setup.
You got your justice.
We'll figure something better out. Okay. Normally I would like to go to Tiny Furry Monster and grab a skill, but in this situation I'm going to go Mattel here. So again, could go Durian and just grab an apron and we'd be cooking. Like pretty quickly we'd be cooking. I could also try for knife set, late knife set. And there's a microwave. Okay. There's also rice, but we don't have 2 heated slots yet.
I used to offer a free ride home.
I think I just buy rice here,
Thought it was weird.
put it here, and then I'm gonna put this onto the rice
If it's
and
not
buy
right
the
for you, bring
microwave
it back.
as
I
well,
want you to be
just to hold on to. So the board for this day is gonna look like this, I guess. Ah, restorative scorch pepper. I think that's the one.
Toss that on my back, and I'll trot it to your door.
So with this, I can play you, and then play you, and then hopefully I can play Pasta Maker over here at some point, but for now it's just going to be the eggs. And I will just grab another medium item here. Boom! It's a half second off the microwave. That's pretty solid. I think this is a pretty solid day 1 board. We will have a lot of regen here. The question is, will we be able to bump this rice up to silver in a timely manner? That is going to be a good amount of defense and offense from our opponent here. Will we scale fast enough? My current answer to that question is no, because apron is really busted. Makes me wish I had just bought the apron, honestly. Look at that. We're cooked. We did exactly the same amount of burn as him, pretty much, but that shield is just way too good.
Balanced flavor, balanced life.
It was a good amount of regen. I think the rice needs to be silver, though, at the very least. Oh well. Alright. Small and medium items is what we're looking for. Regen. Burn equal to this item's regen. Charge it a second when it gets hasted. I will reroll here. God damn you, Quixel. I had so much stuff that you could have given me.
Why can't I eat myself? But it's candy.
Really don't care about any of that. Gotta be real. I need some money. So hopefully we can get some money here. Something that would buff the regen or the burn on our items would also be greatly appreciated. I think there's a couple. Jambalaya is one of them. I believe when you gain regen, it gives a burn item burn. That could be pretty solid with this kind of setup. Another medium item vendor, huh? I'm not using you, so you can forget about that.
I want what's right for you.
Damn, no upgrades, and putting the apron back in my face again, too. Shoot, I was really hoping for rice upgrade there. If only I could fit the pasta on the left of this pasta maker.
People first.
I need to look for rice again. Yikes. Baked potato might be good. Once we get the... If we can find the jambalaya, that would be good. Is instant noodles just better because it's twice as fast, though? No, probably just because positioning-wise we want this there. Damn, really not finding what we're looking for. I am curious to know what this would look like.
Sad to say goodbye.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. Well, man can dream. This is slightly faster to actually haste the item than this one would be. 4 seconds, 5 seconds, regen and gain 10 max health, or regen and shield 11. I guess this one is a little bit faster. Man, I'm still skillless.
Let's make this quick.
I
Need
skipped
something
Tiny
in the
Fairy
oven.
Monster
I
and
may
Crate.
look refined, but I was raised on the streets.
Probably a blunder on my behalf to have done that. It's got a very similar board, but he went with the shielding. I am hasting my rice more often, but he has a shield. Okay, you know what? He doesn't have the fire on either of his other items, though. I think we're good, actually. I think we win this. This one, unlike the last one, we were able to scale
I ordered
out
the
of
dish. Guess
the
I
lofts.
have to eat it.
Birthday cake was not scaling at all. 33 shield is not too much to be worried about, even when you're running a strictly fire build. Strictly burn, I should say. Okay, B1, B2 is very welcome sight. We want that up to silver as fast as humanly possible. I need a medium over here if I wanted to actually keep hasting the rice like this efficiently.
Come on in.
Maybe I can find jambalaya? I feel like trail mix is not a bad item.
Oh, you're leaving.
No jambalaya. Okay. That's fine. Let's go Tempest Bravo.
2 blades and no honor.
Love to be able to haste the microwave too.
I will accept my
The
punishment.
positioning of this was different. I might be able to do it. That's nice. Can't up it to silver before I transform it, but that's nice. Maybe if I go here, then I can put this here. And then this can go over here? No, I can't. There's only one slot left over there. Yeah. Bummer. There's actually only one slot on either side of this, so this one actually can't work at all. I think that is dead. Yep. That's gone. Please be silver or higher. God damn you.
Precious counter space.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had enough space there. Alright, what are we upgrading here? Pasta maker. That just basically turns it into the last item we just had. But we are getting silver pasta every day with that. Alternatively, we could bump up the cutlass to silver so that once we transform it, it is a silver medium rather than just a bronze one. Might be hard to upgrade at that point. I think that's okay.
They don't make these like they used to.
I'd love a skill if anyone's offering.
Nothing huge. Well, I think you're really gonna enjoy that.
Love that. Okay. Let's go in there. For each adjacent food, this has multicast. Placement-wise, not a fan. This is like the 5th time I've seen that blueberry pie there.
Let's make this quick.
Not really interested.
Why fight when we can feast?
Okay, I'm going to try to just bump up my max health for the rest of the next day and bump up my money for the rest of the next day. I think I have an item in mind that would work really well with what we've got going. Can our regen fight back against this oppressive burn that we have going? I think it can. We are regenning. I think we win this one.
Whew, I feel a
Nice.
little overdone.
Rice is really good for early game. I know we lost day 1 and all, but day 1, day 1. You know what I mean? We need skills, Ethan. Like, we don't have any skills and we're still cooking. Alright, so the item that I have in mind is a health item. So for that reason, I will check this out.
Here looks so vulnerable.
I have 10% max health. This is a painful reroll. Ew.
Are you sure?
Okay. I'm sorry I looked.
Soft.
I would imagine I lose pretty hard to Prince Marianas. Eels is terrifying. But maybe... No. No. Quit it. Stop it.
To incur the
Stop.
wrath of the deep
Oh
depths.
my god, no way. That's crazy. And we got the ticket. Oh my god, that's huge. That solely, I'm sure solely was based off of, like, the fact that we might have gotten slowed on some of the items and not on some of the other ones, and that's probably why we won it. I want to see if we can replicate it.
Proclaim this dusty
just because we already got this fight won, I want to see if we can replicate it. I feel like if the slows land in unideal spots, like right there on the rice, it's probably a bad thing. Should have just like taken out a couple of these pastas.
You have
For this
won
one.
my respect.
That one was way more convincing. What happened there?
Enjoy it.
Is it because he slowed the rice? Maybe it got more time to scale.
Some space for that blunder.
I mean, that's a gold large. We can transform that. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm more interested in transforming this than the fiery medium for sure. Charge 2 food 1 second the first time. Your rightmost regen item has 4 regen. Do food for a second the first time you use a tool.
Thanks for trying.
Yeah, sure.
I hope we can do this again.
This guy goes down pretty far. Okay, I would love to see a large shop now that I actually have money.
Just close your
But
eyes.
haste boots would be something I'd buy. We have a reason to buy slow. I mean, if we wanted to play eels, maybe.
That's been sitting there 20 years.
I think I will buy this, and maybe that might
Why you
actually just be
doing
it.
your part
I'll buy
in
this.
a bazaar?
Okay. Should I maybe work on this challenge a little bit? Sure, I'll do that. 7 out of 20 food sold.
Mind if my crew
All right.
films this for the show? Oh, I'd rather feed you than
Tremors.
fight
He's got crit chance and damage. Is she scaling her stuff? What does this guy do? Charge of food. Okay, I see. She's scaling her shield. I think she might have this one, I'm not gonna lie. Well, the regen does start kicking in pretty hard, but yeah, he's outdone me a bit. He is still burning for more than half of my regen.
I bet you
Wow. I was able to keep it right around double his burn, which counteracted the burn. Surprising, for sure, but not like the craziest thing ever. Okay, let's get rid of this one now. Still need one more day before we can start transforming. This is the first day that we can see large items show up in the shop too. I'm gonna grab the free chocolate bars here. So I forget the name of the item that I'm looking for, but I know it's not a weapon. What it does is it gives regen to the regen items that are next to it that are what's it called? That are, I think it's based off of the max health that you have. So it's like 10% of your max health. The items that are next to it that are regen items gain that much regen just passively. So if I had that next to the rice, I think that would work really nicely. I might have to drop the microwave just due to positioning problems, but I will be trying to get a second heater at some point.
counter space.
Okay, silver tier item, silver tier food. Let's go silver 2. Could have been a rice, you never know. Alright, we already have a ticket. Do we care about your skills? Not really. I think I want to go Kyber here.
Rage.
For either the insect wing or the like Lance, I guess. I'd take a second ticket. Yeah, this skill's good too. This is just a good fight to take, I think, on this character to get those other options. I'm not gonna lie to you, I could use a bit more haste. This guy is not really the craziest. Well, oh my god, we actually did get the second ticket. That's crazy. I'll look for rice again.
She really loved my ham sandwich.
Gingerbread house is also quite good. Burn equal to 10% of your shield. It's not really what I was looking for, but I can't deny that it's pretty solid. It would be like this, I guess.
We sauce our fruit.
Ah, fuck it, I can afford it for now. You know?
Reward the
If I see the other item I'm looking for, though, I will definitely be grabbing it. Adjacent food items gain 10 shield and 1 regen for the fights. When you use an adjacent food, charge this 1 second.
I can feel our energies resonating.
That doesn't seem terrible to me. I don't need 2 of these. I'm getting a gingerbread man and a pasta at the beginning of each day now, so I need to sell something else. I hate to sell this rice when it's been the thing that's been scaling us this whole time. It almost just feels wrong to like run this gingerbread house because of how little the shielding number actually is on it. I could just run this. You know what? That's actually fine with me. Yeah, that's actually fine with me. I don't know. I think I should be getting the gingerbread man first,
I have something in the oven.
but we might get the pasta. I've heard that it's based off of the priority of which item you bought first. So I'm not sure if that means that the item that I bought first will be the thing giving me the item, or if it means that opposite. But we'll find that out soon enough. And I really need to speed up this microwave. It's becoming a problem. We're not going to be able to burn through this shield. It's too big. We have more regen than he's able to deal with, but he's got more shield than I'm able to deal with. That is a bigger problem.
Well, I ordered.
Holy cow, I can't believe
I
it.
have to eat it.
This isn't the same guy from earlier, right? No. I don't think so. I can't believe this is still winning. Alright, so if we get a gingerbread man, then that means that the newest item is the thing that gives you stuff, and if we get a pasta, it is based off of the first item. Okay. Good to know. Okay, we got the transform. So,
You say objective fact.
become the item I'm thinking of but can't name.
Sworn that was something else.
No, that's not it. But that is quite good. That is quite good. Okay. Hold on now. Let him cook. Let him cook, let him cook. Hold on. This item is heated. It doesn't look heated, but it is. When you use a food, burn 2. When you use an adjacent heated food... Okay, so it can't be this. Shoot. So this does need to go over here. This needs to be there. Oh, you motherfucker with this positioning, man. It sucks. I need a heated food here, but I can't get one unless I use scorch pepper on it, which would be on a heated slot. And it needs to be an adjacent heated food to scale this burn. Oh, you suck, dude. You suck. Maybe I just... Oh, what's happening? I think I'm good on that front. Okay. Adjacent heated food. This needs to be heated, though. You see my issue? I can't heat this to be adjacent heated food. Unless I could get the microwave to have a food tag somehow, this doesn't work the way I wanted it to. But for now, this will have to do. This doesn't need to be chilled, so I guess I could move over to the right one more. We could put one over to the... We could put one of these over here. I kind of do like the visual of having just an army of pasta. When you freeze, your items gain 10 shield for the fights. An interesting one with the strawberries, right? Only deals damage equal to this item's shield, though. I mean, sharp corners with that could be interesting. When you shield, your weapons gain 3 damage for the fights. Too bad we threw away the gingerbread house, though. And honestly, if I had kept it, I would have liked that, but...
There are a lot of steps.
Yeah, since the gingerbread house is gone, I'm not as interested. Damn, this positioning, it sucks. Hopefully I can get, like, a heater over here so I can just tuck the microwave over there. Yeah, this isn't even very good. I wanted to see how good it would be, but yeah, I need another heated food next to this, or it just does not work. At all.
Grand Society Master Merchant welcomes you.
Oh my god. Fucking gingerbread house is back. Fuck.
Hope that brat Quicksilver was wrong.
Okay, hold on. This shit is so difficult. It's so difficult, you guys. I don't know if rice is it for right now. What I do know is that this looks pretty good to me. Take this off the board, put this over here. Strawberries go here. You motherfucker, you can't get heated though, because the positioning sucks. We lost out on 2 XP, so we're behind even further than we're supposed to be behind. God. Okay, I'm going to try not to be down in the dumps about this. I should have known, based off of my previous attempt at this item, that it wasn't going to fit properly. That said, the fact that I can't just use this thing right now with this on the board is bumming me out. So I could heat it here. I still can't fit the scorch pepper in any other capacity though. Maybe like this? I could fit it in over here. Okay. But this doesn't get hasted like this now. We took out the microwave altogether. Maybe this goes here again? To continue scaling stuff up? I was kind of hoping that that would be a different item. "40 shield, 2 burn, which is 4 burn, 4 regen every 3 seconds, as opposed to this guy, which isn't scaling without the microwave." I want to try this and just see what it looks like.
I may look refined, but
Every
I
once in a while,
have
we'll
some
freeze
streaks.
and
Mind
up
if
the
my
shield on
crew
everything.
films this for the show?
I was more interested in playing a freeze build than anything today, so I'll give it a shot. This Aurora Dome. Okay, nice idea. Guaranteed crit chance being a charge for the rest of your items. I think I am out shielding him, which means we're out burning him as well. Okay, Aurora Dome's not doing too badly. Really not.
Whew, I feel a little
It may be
overdone.
worth it to put this next to Burrito, but yeah, again, we run into the same issue. There's not enough space on the board for it. Yeah, there's not enough space. So much pasta. And we got the gingerbread man, but we don't have any tools anymore. I'm gonna go Aerodome and see if we
Victoria?
can't find pearls, honestly. Yeah,
Where
sure.
should we start?
Hydraulic press. 16 seconds, but we could make it a food very easily? And then we could use the expedition ticket to go and maybe make it like obsidian or something? I like this item a lot, I just don't know if it's a jewels item, really. If it was the only food on our board, like if we only had 2 food on the board, we could also charge it with line cook. Thinking about this a bit too much, I really don't know if I want that item on the board. This kind of gets betrayed if I do that. Let's see if I can't find like an icy something. Blender. Transform an adjacent non-legendary small item into a slushie for the fight. When you freeze haste an item for 1 second, your slushies are chilled.
That looks like...
I know this is a jewels item, but I think that works quite nicely here. If I'm not mistaken. Bye, rice. So this needs to be chilled. This is heated just being here. But maybe we do need to bring back... Now see, that still has the problem here of not being able to be heated unless it's here. I was gonna think microwave is good, but can't fit. So this would go here in between these two. No. This needs to be on the board for sure. When you use a tool, charge this. Sure. Okay. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think that's pretty solid.
I'll aspire with you, but This leg. Oof.
Oh. Haha. I forgot we even had that at this point. So freezer says when you use an adjacent food, freeze an item for 0.5 seconds. When you freeze, you do 100 damage.
Enjoy the thrill
If
of
it's
battle.
chilled. That's the difficulty with that one. We need a chiller for this one to work properly. We've got two competing boards happening simultaneously in our bag right now. I think here I will go gold tier skills.
I will train you to
Charge a slow item, 15% crit, haste a tool the first 5 times you use a tool. That could help me get off the second cast of Blender just a little bit faster. I kind of need these both to be slushies when they first go off. I can do better. Your weapons have 10 damage for each food item you have.
learn skills quickly, but it takes
That'll be okay.
patience to master them.
Alright, let's see what this looks like. I feel like I need the slushy or the blender to go off twice before it really does too much. I like how the items that are transformed keep their original cooldown intact when they transform into slushies. I might just have to
It's
use
part of war.
the
A
damage
soldier
item
accepts it with dignity.
here. Hammer's okay. Oh, right, this needs to be chilled. And this kind of needs to be chilled so that our slushies are also chilled, so we need a chiller.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does.
When you crit with the food, charge another food 1 second.
Just toss that on my back.
I'm interested in
and
that
I'll
one for
trot to
sure.
your door.
I think that cooler might have been freeze related too. I might have needed that. A very different build than I did a minute ago. So without the gingerbread house, we don't have the shields. Without this, we don't really have the damage. Without this, we don't have the scaling. And without this, we don't have the freeze to be doing the shielding and the scaling in the first place.
I pay well for mid-sized things. Reasonable sized things.
How do we make this work? I feel like this is pretty solid. When you freeze, deal 110 damage. Uh-huh. You don't have any crit chance though, so this does not do anything yet. I could just do this, I guess. Maybe I go with this, just so that the slushy also has restorative.
What if I throw in a free dinner?
Not what I'd call tasteful, but very well.
Fuck, but this guy needs to be the one that's heated. Yeah, this doesn't work very well. Her items are so difficult to
You
get
see
down.
that,
They
Barker?
really are.
That's how it's done.
They really are difficult to get down. I guess I'm leaving this guy as a gingerbread man.
Why fight when we can feast? I may look refined, but I was raised on the streets.
I need to find a way, man. I need to find a way. This feast is gonna destroy me. That's absolutely death. Even if I were to scale my stuff up like crazy, it's just death. I do not have nearly enough shield to defeat that.
Now that you've had some
In no
pain,
world.
how about some pain? Oh,
I don't think
sugar?
Aurora Dome is working anymore. Even if it, like, if it was working before, it's not working anymore. I think we need to get rid of that.
My lessons are painful. Are you prepared?
I don't know what this goes up to, so I'm not as enticed. Kinda don't think I'm gonna have 2 burn items on the board. I think I'm skipping this. Could transform you. I'm really just looking, I'm not looking for silver items though. I'm looking for,
With no weapons? Leave
looking for
with
these
big
for sure.
arrows.
Hasten item for 2 seconds. Freeze 2 items for 2 seconds. Or for 1 second. Okay, gingerbread house, you're done. You're done. I'm done with you. Away with you. I'm done. I don't want to look at you anymore. I need that chiller, like, now. And I need to buy this and
Good.
this as well. I'm in a bad spot.
I'm so glad we could share this
Okay.
experience today.
Alright. So this is all dependent on what I get out of the heater or cooler.
Oh, counter space. Precious.
I need another cooler for sure. It's in the corner. That is the worst possible spot for it to be. Because I can't do this. Oh my god, that's so fucking bad. It's so bad. I can't put this here, and I can't put this over here. Oh, what the fuck? What do I even do with this? This is terrible. No, this is terrible. This is literally the worst thing that's ever happened to me. So what, I just run it like this? This can't be it. It can't be. Alright, I guess this is it, guys. I don't know what I'm looking at, but this is it. This is the one. For sure. For sure, man. I mean, it didn't seem that bad, but man, these being right here is so annoying. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good with the blender. Oh, all right. We actually, this might not be as bad as I'm giving it shit for. Is that swan item? Where's the money options too? Like, I would really love some money options. I'm quite broke, so that'll do.
Let's make
Alright,
this
Jules. Let's see it, man.
something
Let's see it.
Oh, I'd rather feed you than fight you.
Man, I really wish I could get this guy chilled so that we could give our slushies the multicast. It would be so much better. See, no, okay, so the swan is not. It is not a weapon. It's freezing us a lot. It's starting to get dire. Get a lot of regen.
Sometimes I lose track of
Wow,
all these
okay,
arms.
alright. Freezer. Cosmic Wind is basically working as Shatter for us right now. Because every time we freeze, we haste. So that is going nicely for us. Don't need this anymore. If we had a crit chance on anything, I would probably play this over Mini Fridge. So that we could charge our foods back and forth to just keep the freeze up. I think Path of Flames is going to be the best, and we can do Boulder Trap. Because we're going to be getting shield from the slushies. It's hard not to be negative when you're having a run that doesn't feel like it should be working properly, but I guess I really just needed to see the numbers happen on this build before reserving all of that judgment. Okay, like I should have reserved the judgment is what I'm saying.
Finally,
Until I had seen it. Enchanted item with haste effects, enchanted item with crit effects. Well, haste effects does seem like the best since Cosmic Wind is scaling everything. I would imagine Freezer is the best option for that, right? When you freeze, haste an item. Yeah, that's great. Now we have 2 of the same trigger for all of our hastes, which is amazing. Okay. These are all usable. I think we will put the wing onto the mini fridge for now, question mark? I don't know. It might just be Blender to get that second cast off faster. None of these really matter too much, right? As far as their loot goes, I don't think we need anything from them. I guess if we got an enchanted small like this Toxic Fang here, we could use it to turn into an enchanted slushy over here instead of the hammer. That wouldn't be too bad. Not to be, though. When you freeze, poison, or burn, charge this a second. Charge adjacent items 1 second. Hallelujah. Freeze an item, 1 item, for half a second. That's gotta be better than this, though, right? It's gotta be better than this. And it charges adjacent, so this will be a slushy. It's kind of the only place that we can put it, so it has to go there.
Oh, good luck.
Okay. Feeling a little bit better about the board now that I've seen it in action. Oh. That's a lightning rod. Oh my god. Not a lightning rod.
I'd call that peak.
Oh man, it's a heavy lightning rod too. That's so mean. That's so mean. If we can give this a food tag and put this over here, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Oh shit.
Oh, counter space. Precious counter space.
When you use an adjacent food, freeze an item for half a second. And now this is a food. Oh, but the problem is it doesn't... This can't be charged, so it's kind of the same either way. I would imagine this is still faster than the slushies would have been, though. Right?
You come to learn Nona's famous recipes, eh?
Your heated items are immune to freeze. That's pretty cool. Your weapons have 10 damage for each food you have. The first time you use an item, haste 2 food items for 2 seconds.
Your Nona still
That'll
has
do.
much to teach.
I'd love to bump this up to
I'm finished
diamond.
with fighting.
Let's see if we can't find it.
I could
We can.
never teach
200 damage
stillness. I prefer
to start off with. I think that's really the only
Hey, when you carry my
weapon we want, but no, we
fight
want more
alongside
tools,
you.
and we have the money for it right
Use
now,
it
so
well.
let's do it. Let's just
Make
buy
me
all the
proud.
tools that we need.
Go make some more stories. Then come
Alright,
back and tell
one
me.
more tool and we're good on that front. We could find crit chance here, that'd be the best, but Void Colossus exists, and Void Colossus has some good items. So this is whenever you freeze, poison, or burn.
See, Laurel? Mommy wins again!
When an enemy uses an item, burn one. Uh-oh. It charges Icewatch Warden probably pretty good, right? I would imagine it does.
The Bazaar's a crazy place, right?
Big tool, but we'll take it.
Enjoy your purchase.
Boom. When you sell this, upgrade your leftmost item. I need to look through and see. Charge your non-heated food. No, we're kind of just looking for more food. More food upgrades specifically.
You can't afford it.
This would have to go off before Blender, though. Unless I, like, tucked it over here.
Buyer's remorse.
Put it, like, here, I guess?
Be remorseless.
I would love to not have it at silver, though. I can't give this... You know what? No. This doesn't work. I can't give this crit. This can't crit. Yeah, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. Okay. Good thing we were using our noggins. If this was enchanted, maybe. I still think this is really a solid idea. If I were to do it, it would have to be this, and then this would go over here, right? So this would be the only food that's using Turbo Freezer, and then this would be using the blender to transform. And
Mind if my
I'm gonna try it.
for the
I'm
show?
trying it.
Why fight when we can feast?
What are the chances she doesn't go fast, right? And we should be able to freeze a lot based off of this. The haste should be really fast. So burn, 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 we freeze, we're hasting everything.
Oh, in the kitchen.
Yeah, okay.
The meat doesn't
Yeah.
fight back.
It charges a lot. So this should tell us exactly how much burn it did because it's at 1 burn, so. It charged this 17. I think that that's worth it.
Space for that blender.
I think it's worth it. I'm gonna go for a loot here, hoping for cinders. Yeah, nice. Okay, we're gonna want to put that on here. I think this is the board for the rest of the game. We'll have to see. It may be dependent on which enemies we're fighting, and I still have this hammer to use, but I'm reserving it because hasting an item for 3 seconds feels a little overkill when we also have the turbo freezer going. Do we want anything from this? I guess if we got incendiary rounds, I would use that instead of the void shield, but I mean, look at that. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'll make you dinner. You'll be delicious.
That's funny. That could actually, like, the funny part about this is that it could totally work. If I hammered it, it could totally work. I'm not gonna do it, though. Sorry, Primordial. Okay. JJ.
I mean, a customer.
Is there anything I'm specifically looking for anymore? Hey, this is the item I was looking for when I was talking about the regen thing. So, and this is a 4-second item for what it's worth. Could go with that. It's not enchanted though, is it? No, it's not. We could get it down to 3 seconds. So this gives you the regen equal to 1% of your max health. It's not 5%. That would be kind of a lot. But adjacent regen items, having that extra regen would have been really good with what we had going on earlier. The run. I will just upgrade this, because why not? I do think this is going to be the strongest version of the board for a while, though.
May be gone, and yet I remain eternal. I shall never concede. Our descendants have grown.
It would be so much better to just have this thing
for the Bazaar.
on a chiller, though. It hurts my soul that I can't. I still haven't even seen that,
Precious counter space.
I am not a
I still haven't even seen that
I am just
swan
a
item
man who has
show up
lived
in
a
my
long
runs yet. Heal or gain regen? No. No, no. First 5 times you use a chilled item, each fight gain 10 regen for the fight. If that worked off of this, it would be amazing. 50 regen, wouldn't mind it. None of this really works. This works, this works. Void shield does things. Sure. We'll go even more into that realm and buff it up.
Discount.
I guess I could get a haste's not bad either. And there's the jambalaya I was talking about earlier. When you gain regen, a burn item gains burn. When you use an adjacent tool, your heated or chilled food items gain 20 shield and 2 regen. It's an interesting one. When you freeze, this is chilled for the fight and gains 30 shield for the fight. When you use a small item, charge this.
I feel like you're not
Nope.
being fully present.
Still not using that. Okay, you know what? At this point,
This will look great.
you deserve to be
on camera.
diamond. Tossing this salt out, maybe we find it at a higher rarity later.
I
But for
may
now,
look refined,
I think this is
I
just
was
fine.
raised on the streets.
We're going to lose against mass slow because we do rely a lot on haste going off. Okay, that's a lot of shield for sure. Can we freeze him before he freezes us? We're mitigating his shield a lot, but
Next time,
yeah.
let's just talk it out.
Durian, man.
Of course.
When you slow, gain 100 max health for the fight. When you use a food, slow for 1 second. Dang. That's solid.
Seeing ahead to your fates, I feel for your struggles.
Slow does not work with this. Shoot. Neither of these are really what I'm looking for. I almost want to just overwrite the turbo enchantment here. Because, well, see, that's the thing. The haste enchantment's really good from this. None of these are really speaking to me. I could go back to this. In which case, what, I would want shielded strawberries? I don't know what the shielded blender does. I'm going to hope that this is going to say when you freeze shield. That's what I'm gonna do.
Tell the babysitter I might be running late.
Nope, just shield 75. Alright. Not great. Probably would have been better to just double the shield on the void shield. Alright, alright.
Welcome in, hon.
What can we
I
find?
get you?
Freeze 4 items for a second. If it's chilled, adjacent items are chilled. But this needs to be chilled, and how do we do that? Well, if we stick the ice wand in the corner on this one, then it's already chilled. If we don't, man, that's such a bummer because this item does seem pretty solid. If I just had a chiller over here instead of over here, this whole thing would be solved too, because this would be chilling the blender, which would multicast the slushies. Ah, man. Is freeze 4 on a 6 better than freeze 2 on a 4? It kind of feels like it must be.
Oh, delivery's free. I like the exercise.
See, it just doesn't really, like, look pretty. Doesn't look pretty at all. Even if I put this here, yeah. It's either that or it's just we plop this in too. Maybe we can find a way to make it work. I'm not sure. I don't think we can, honestly. When you use another chilled item, charge this 2 seconds. Your chilled food have their cooldown reduced.
If it's not right for you, bring it
I'm
back.
curious about this item. I still don't have any crits.
You have at least a grain of wisdom.
Shatter. You know what? Fuck this thing. I don't have any crit. It's not happening. Shouldn't have spent the money on it, but here we are. Boss Harrow. Boss Harrow. Could have gotten crit with pulling the static acceleration skill, I guess. So this casts 4 times this damage, and we've got Diamond Shatter now on top of the Cosmic Wind. Freeze skills. For 6 times you use your rightmost item each fight, charge a freeze item 1 second. First time you slow freeze an item, when you freeze, your items gain 3 crit chance for the fight. I don't think we care about crit chance, honestly. I really don't, because this thing cannot crit. So, rightmost item seems proper to me. You know what? I almost feel like I should just be... Why is this... Okay, I thought it was coming from the Scorch Pepper. I think this is actually proper placement because I want to be charging this guy, not the single freeze on this. Right? I think it's got to be like that. So... Am I going coolantly? No, you know what? I can do better. First time you haste freeze, and then haste again. Yeah, that works. Fuck these items. I'm done with them. I'm done with them. And this guy. 30 gold, 3 XP, legendary. Go 3 XP, and we'll go with the third one. Cool. Alright, pray for me. Pray for me.
Oh, I'd rather feed you than fight you.
We basically have to make it to 6 seconds with this setup. And then once we get to 6 seconds, we're freezing an awful lot. That's a shitty fucking thing to get paused. Okay, we're doing it, we're doing it, we're doing it. We got up to 700 there every time we froze. We're doing 726. This thing's like a better obsidian iceberg because you can get the obsidian on it for free just by chilling it. Enchant an item. Yes, Icewatch Warden.
This is my canvas. Now you can see it like I see it. Glorious.
Haste 2 items for 3 seconds. Oh my god, that's so good because that means that every time this goes off now, we're gaining 20 more damage on Turbo Freezer. Okay, we got there in the end. We really did get there in the end. It's exciting. Really mainly just looking for skills now.
There are only 2.
Property Baron doesn't really have any of those that we want, but he does have extra XP, which could lead to an extra level if we find another... if we find another fight this day, we might be able to level up again. That's nice. We're kind of already rich, but it's fine. 32 damage. No extra fight here. We don't have any incentive to buy and sell, but that said, we do have the 2 gold per, so good to just get the extra health, why not? And I will even rest.
Let's make this quick.
Just to hopefully ensure that we can get to that 6-second threshold that we're looking at. He's got the chilled setup for sure. Don't remember what this one does. Oh, that's going to be a lot. Hopefully we can keep him frozen long enough.
Whew,
looks like we can.
a little overdone.
Okay. Ice One, you're trying. And you're doing just fine. That's 12 freezes. It's more than anything else is doing. Good job, buddy. I'm proud of you. Alright, more health, please. I want to be able to finish this day out and win. Because we had a rough start on this one. 300 more health. Yes.
Precious
Gold tier
ounce.
skills. First time you freeze, haste 2 items for 2 seconds. First time you use a tool, haste a tool. 40 shield. I do like getting 2 more haste. I think it's a little bit overkill since we are doing it at like 6 seconds, like I said. That might be the only freeze-related skill that we pull here, though, at the gold skill vendor. I'm going to give it one more shot. Slow charger regen, burn 5. I guess this would probably apply to the Turbo Icewatch Warden, so this might help it go not infinite, but like cast itself a handful more times at the beginning of the fight.
What can I say?
So
I'm good with a knife.
this transforms this. Why did this go off? Why did that go off? The first... Oh, haste 2 food items for 2 seconds. No. Charge 2 food items for for a second. That's gotta be it. It charges this guy. I gotta see that again, though. When this went off, it did that, no? Ah, it's because of quick freeze. Got it. Yeah, the first time you haste, freeze an item. So this going off hastes an item, which means that we're getting a freeze. Got it. 102. 102 shield on the blender now. Skill upgrades.
Long before there's
Yeah, give me that cosmic wind. We love that.
and best.
And here I will just take 1,000 more health. Alright, day 14, we've got Turbo Freezer. When you use an adjacent food, freeze an item for half a second. When you freeze, deal X amount of damage. When you freeze, haste an item for a second. This guy is a Turbo Icewatch Warden. It hastes 2 items for 3 seconds when it goes off, charges adjacents, which is only going to be the Ice Swan, but it is a food. So we got the food tag on this from Sergeant Suds, and that means that we can use a double freeze mechanic with the Turbo Freezer. Since this is an adjacent food, it freezes for Turbo Freezer, and it freezes for itself. And whenever we freeze, we charge this back up too, so it goes off a lot. And we've got Diamond Shatter and Gold Cosmic Wind. Whenever we haste, we gain damage on a weapon. And we are running a single weapon with the Turbo Freezer. This is turning this guy into a slushy. I probably could have done better in terms of freeze over here. But it's a fast enough start
When we can feast.
that I don't really mind it too much.
For the show?
Let's see what we can get accomplished with this build for the last day. We have 2,000 health over this guy. Almost. And that's gonna hit like a truck, but hopefully freezing him. Oh no.
I have to teach Laurel to stand up for
No,
herself.
no. It's Radiant. You bastard. Oh, that's just mean, man. Charge the item to the left of this 1 second. Yeah, that's really good, man. Really good. Wow. That's 12,000 damage on the first 2 casts of this because it has a 189% crit chance. I guess this guy found the lollipop build for sure. Charge the food to the right of this for 1 second. If that food is heated, charge it 2 seconds. Charge. Yeah, he's made a very symmetrical build too. And the heated weapons gain double damage. And it's heated and... Wow, this very, very solid board, man. I was really hoping I could find someone who was spamming a little bit more. And not just, like, using a one-shot mechanic on me so I could actually freeze him. But this guy countered me. Perfect countered me. The Radiant is all that he needed on this. It could have done, like... you know, 500 damage, and he probably still would have beaten me with a Radiant on there. Because we really needed to be able to freeze the carry items with this board
I know.
to win.
Most celebrities aren't this
We needed to be
tough.
able to scale up. But I'll take a 9 win, that's okay. This was a really cool board, so I'm glad I got to try out the freeze angle, and next time we can maybe do a little bit better with the freeze angle. But yeah, I mean, what a high roll in terms of skills. I'm a little bit bummed that both of our chillers ended up on the left-hand side of the board. If we just had one of these go over here somewhere, we could have used Blender way more efficiently. But yeah, that's okay. Because we could have also, you know, chilled Ice Swan and then chilled the Blender off of Ice Swan, and then this would have been chilled off of the Blender. It's just a tragedy that this happened. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for us here today on the Bazaar. Thank you very much for watching. Highly appreciate each and every single one of you who stick around to the end of the videos. Let me go ahead and open up 10 packs. Be sure to drop a subscription on the channel if you guys are new. I post every single day if I can. And on the days where I can't post, I try to do a stream, but we'll have to see how consistent I'm able to keep it on this season with the Bazaar League happening. Hopefully I'll be able to post the Bazaar League matches as well, though. And that could provide a little spice for the content. That's going to do it for us here on Jules Week for the first week around. Next time around, I believe I played Vanessa the last time on like the main rotation. So I'll start off on Pig next time around, and then I'll try these characters out. Skip Jules, play Dooley, play Vanessa, and then we'll start the whole rotation over again since we kind of hyper-fixated on Jules. Or maybe I'll just play Jules next time in the rotation and start the rotation normal. We'll have to see when the time gets there, but without further ado, that's going to do it for us here today. Thank you very much for watching.